Good afternoon and welcome to the episode of Amplifying Voices, a podcast series by Smart Speech 2.0. Episode 15, Building Bridges to From Blueprint to Business. Ayun po. So, now we're creating social impact with Idea Tour Ventures. Thank you so much for tuning in with us, Sir Jeff Mirandilla.
Thank you very much for this opportunity and for inviting me here sa Smart Speech na mag-usap tayo at ma-share ko yung story kung paano kami nagsimula.
Ayun. Kaya ano nga ba? Kasi from the word Idea Ventures, let's go on to our talagang excited tayo malaman kung ano nga bang Idea Ventures. Parang last Monday ko pa ito narinig. And the Idea Ventures, parang the word itself, I want to know about the business more.
Yes, so basically the Idea Ventures is it's like turning your ideas into, we are helping ideas of entrepreneurs or young founders, turning their ideas na maging reality. And yun yung pinaka-goal namin is matulungan sila kung ano yung mga gusto nilang ideas, and of course how these ideas maisakatuparan. At hindi lang maisakatuparan yung mga ideas, but we're able to help them be successful in these ventures na gusto nila.
So, bali dun sa title of your business po. Grabe po. By the way, guys, this is Sir Jeff Mirandilla. Siya po ang co-founder, CEO of Idea Ventures. From the word of Idea Ventures, sir, nandun pala yung sinasabi na yung pure or fresh ideas by young individuals po ba yun? Or,
young entrepreneurs na gusto mag-business, and of course, aspiring founders din.
Oh, so ngayon pala meron natin dito sa Bicol region na ganun klaseng business yung parang to go with you guys na to join the community, your community, na yung mga fresh ideas nila pwede din benta, diba?
Yes.
Mabenta with...
Mas para matulungan namin sila para ma-achieve yun.
Oh, so grabe dito pala sa Idea Ventures, as I really want the interest to know more, yung Idea Ventures po ba is pwede din siya for any graduate, school graduate na...
Actually, yung pinakabata na naturuan ko sa Idea Ventures is 15 to 17 years old.
Oh, 15 to 17 years old.
Yes.
Pwede na siyang pumasok sa inyo. Pwede na magbigay ng kanilang
mga ideas. Innovations, ideas about concepts, at yan, matutulungan namin sila para maisakatuparan yung mga ideas niya.
Bale, yung kanilang mga ideas, kahit isipin po natin, yun nga po, no, parang pag nalaman din, pwede siya maging world record.
Yes.
Kung baka by 10 years old, may naisip na ganitong klaseng innovation, yung mga magulang, pwedeng lumapit din po sa...
Yes, pwedeng lumapit din sa...
Ayun. So, bali po, yung ganun po ba, kung sa high school graduate, pwede, by college, kung gusto ko po pumasok sa inyo as journalism student, pwede na din po.
Pwede po. So, as long as you have that passion, you have that kind of idea that also not just for profit, but can help impact the community or society. So, tinutulungan talaga namin sila.
More on the business siya.
Yes, more on business and of course, social impact.
Oh, social impact. So, talking about social impact, ay, grabe na ginito kay social impact. Yung social impact to other youth or other organizations that you are open then for collaboration.
Yes, we are very open for collaborations. And yung mga collaborations namin, hindi lang dito sa Philippines because we are focusing online. So, have collaborations like mentors, like in Africa, in United States, and yun po.
Uy, naka-expand pala sila to Africa and United States. So, from Philippines, naka-expand kayo sa Africa, United States, any other business expansion pang ina-expect natin for our business entrepreneur ngayon. Actually, guys, si Sir Jeff, gusto ko mas makilala niyo si Sir Jeff. Kasi si Sir Jeff, nakilala ko siya kanina na sinabi siya pala ay civil engineer.
Yes, isa akong civil engineer. Hindi lang po halata.
Civil engineer na, entrepreneur pa. So, paano po ba, Sir Jeff, nagsimula yung interest niyo as a civil engineer graduate and passer?
So, yung pagiging civil engineer ko talaga, hindi ko siya, parang hindi siya planado.
Mm-mm.
So, yun yung sinasabi ko sa kanila, if I'll be pursuing this kind of profession, civil engineering, para sa tingin ko, hindi ako parang top 1 or parang magiging number 1 doon sa, so,
as a
civil engineer. So, I think, pero hindi ko naman sinasabi na ayoko ng maging civil engineer. But because of this profession, I was able to help more people and establish this kind of business na hindi lang basta business, but with social impact na makatulong talaga.
Kasi, I want to ask po, kasi ang dami din na graduating students na for sure magte-take din po ng kanilang board exam for civil engineer. Mahirap po ba? Nung sa umpisa niyo po as student. As
mahirap po talaga kung hindi ka nag-aaral.
hindi niyo po siya ganun na view dati na mapupunta kayo sa ganito.
Actually, during high school, hindi ko siya pinangarap talaga mag-civil engineer. Pero meron doon isang high school nang sinabi sa akin doon sa like the yearbook doon sa high school na yung goal ko talaga hindi maging civil engineer. Pero nandun pinakita actually na I was amazed na sinulat ko yon. Nandun sa high school yearbook namin, nakalagay doon to be a successful entrepreneur businessman someday.
Yun po talaga sila.
So parang from that, sabi ko, okay, inano ko yung, parang pinagtagpi-tagpi ko yung that. Sabi ko, since high school, meron na akong like, interest in doing business or entrepreneurship, entering into entrepreneurship.
Oh, so parang nilulook forward nyo na talaga yung sarili nyo na parang, gusto ko din talaga maging entrepreneur. But, nung nag-college ka, syempre, may kanya-kanya tayong phase. Yeah.
Na-busy, like, focus ako sa studies, and of course, makagraduate. Hindi lang makagraduate, kundi maipasa yung board exam na yun. Medyo mahirap talaga yung struggle doon. And, marami din sa hindi nakakaalam, I was a working student during my college years sa engineering.
Grabe.
So, pinagsasabay ko yung
trabaho plus
at saka pag-aaral.
School, yung mga, lahat, ang hirap pa naman ng civil engineering. Siyempre, magbo-board exam pa po kayo niyan. So, until nag-board exam kayo po, nandun pa po yung inspire kayo to do pass, more pa.
To do more, to pass the board exam, and of course, makapagtrabaho lang.
Opo. Yung kasi po, di ba, nakapagtrabaho na kayo as civil engineer, parang ilang years po yung gap nung nagka-interest kayo na, gusto ko na sa business naman, gusto ko din ipasok.
So I graduated in 2014 and passed the board exam. And after that, 2017, I think, so actually I failed, sabi ko, there's something in my heart na gusto kong i-pursue, but hindi ko siya alam kung paano siya i-pursue. And yun, nag-contemplate ako, tapos I started researching about it, kung ano yung gusto ko talaga. And I started personal development since 2017. Doon talaga, may personal development pala talaga tinatawag. So, paano siya, paano ma-develop yung isang person, yung gusto mong character, yung characteristic mo, or yung discipline na gusto mong ma-achieve sa buhay. So, there's something na gusto kong, parang, hindi ako destined just to be like,
civil engineer lang, but something more.
Mag-build na parang, parang, I know in my heart, in my mind na, I'm destined to do more, to help more people na sabi ko, kailangan kong maharap pa. Kailangan kong mag-dream pa ng mas malaki dito sa kung ano man yung meron ako. So it's just started that spark and like that passion na gusto kong matry itong like started with reading books na hindi ako mahilig magbasa.
Opo, dati.
Hindi ako mahilig magbasa. So, yan, inaral ko talaga siya kung paano magbasa. Yung nga, sinishare ko dati na hindi ako marunong mahilig magbasa. Tapos, nag-start siya lang like, ano yung parang interest ko na gusto ko talagang matutunan para, and parang mag-ignite yung pagbabasa ko. And I started it with kung alam nyo yung Rich Dad and Poor Dad, ni Robert Kiyosaki na libro. I started reading that book. So, one page everyday. Yun lang. Yun lang yung ginagawa ko. 1 page everyday.
Parang nagka-discipline ka po
And
doon by
after that
reading the
na
book.
interest ko, maganda pa itong libro hanggang nag 2 page, nag 3 page, no week, parang naman, di ko na malayan, naka 1 chapter na pala ako. So, dun lang siya nagsimula. And from that interest na personal development, like reading the books, dun na, kasi na open na yung mind ko about, kasi yung Rich Dad Poor Dad ni Robert Kiyosaki is about business and investment. So doon ako nagsimula about reading investment books, finance books. And doon ko din siya na-share. And sabi ko, bakit parang weird na ako? Kasi parang hindi ko siya ma-share sa ibang tao. And feeling ng ibang tao, weird na din ako. Kasi yan, iba na yung mga binabasa ko, iba na yung sinasabi ko. Yun na, hindi siya typical na gano'n na mga mindset.
Na-figure out na mas invested ka.
Yes.
So, to figure out mo ano pa yung gusto mong takin.
Yes.
Kaya nag-come up ng Idea Tour Ventures.
Yes.
So, it started by year?
Year 2017 nag-start, pero na-establish ko talaga siya ngayong lately na lang, 3 years, 2022 or Kasi started as passion project. Passion project ko lang talaga siya na why not, yung mga natututunan ko sa conferences, pag-attend ng conference, pag-attend ng seminars or workshop, pupunta from Bicol, nag-attend pa ako sa Manila. Nag-relieve po ako. So, just to attend trainings and seminars and conferences about business and investment. Tapos, sabi ko, why not share ko tong mga insights ko, this wisdom that I have sa mga kaibigan ko. So, doon siya nagsimula. I started it with my community here sa Bicol, sa The Feast, yung mga kaibigan ko na, ito may natutunan akong ganito about business and investment. Gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo. So, I started with two of my friends, hanggang naging 3, parang,
with the same interest.
Interest na gano'n, naging 5, as hanggang sa nag-conduct na ako ng trainings about stock market, mga gano'n. So, debt management, hanggang sa nag-evolve na siya into business. Kasi gusto ko lang siyang i-share sa iba na ito yung mga ginagawa ko. And I hope spark interest din sa ibang tao.
Yes, kasi based dun po sa sinabi niyo po na parang nag-come up kayo na shinare niyo po, parang ganito po, actually, there's always something na makakapag-relate ang ibang tao sa'yo, sa personal na pinagdadaanan mo. So, we may not have the same pages each person. Pero of course, katulad po ng ginawa niyo na you did not expect na ngayon meron kayong venture na ganito, na hinap niyo. As ilan po kayong mga founder po noon?
Actually, started it just myself. Ngayon 3 na po kami.
3 na po kayo. Yung 3 na po yun, taga dito nun din po.
Actually, yung isa, taga dito, yung isa nasa ibang bansa actually. That's our, isa siya sa mentor ko din. At mentor din ng other ventures na.
Actually, dun sa hashtag nila, yung hashtag Idea Tour Mentorship, na-excite din ako, and sabi ko, yung interest ko to follow out yung the word mentorship. I want to know more about the mentorship na ginagawa niyo po kapag may nagbigay ng interest nila to join the community ninyo, and at the same time, kung kapag nag-join po ba sa community ninyo, nandun yung parang pagiging tutok niyo po with them to share din po kung ano yung knowledge about the business.
Actually, we have an ongoing mentorship program. So, visit nyo lang yung page namin.
Yes.
So, makikita nyo doon yung mga ginagawa namin lately. So, we're mentoring around the Philippines online via Zoom. Yung ginagawa every Wednesday, we have this mentorship pad. So, we discuss about ano yung mga challenges and struggles ng isang we're focusing on food business and mga fellow creatives or like yung mga nagsusulse, like mga ganun ng mga crafts businesses. And doon namin sila tinutulungan, like if their services, lalo na kung services, hindi nila alam kung paano i-price yung mga services nila. Kasi iba yung pag may pata ka, madali mo lang i-price . Pero once you have that kind of services, hindi nila alam kung paano yung value na sinaserve nila para ipakita na yun, i-serve nila yung gusto nilang service sa ibang tao. So yun, tinutulungan namin na sila na hindi din sila, not just for the craft, yung art, kailangan din lagyan nila yung structure para hindi din sila malugi.
Okay.
Doon. At saka maipakita din nila na this kind of service, this kind of craft is not just an art na pipitsugin lang na art, but they dedicated skills din yung art na ginagawa nila, and they have this expertise doon sa ginagawa nila.
So, base dun nga sa ating title, from buildings to business. Kasi parang dun pa lang sa term na sinabi ni Sir Jeff na the structure. Actually, totoo. Parang nakita ko po din dun sa inyo how you mold yourself as a civil engineer muna. Parang you've gained the experience as nandun ka po sa corporate world of civil engineer, as a civil engineer. Tapos hanggang ngayon na nagamit mo din siya sa pag-expand ng business niyo po.
Actually, malaking tulong yung pagiging civil engineer ko. Because of those, yun nga, very technical ako. Very technical talaga kami. And parang very data-driven kami. So, one of the key factors para magkaroon ka ng successful business is hindi lang mag-put up ka. Gusto mo lang mag-put up ng business. But malaking factor din doon yung mga other aspects ng pag-put up ng business. We should have kailangan magkaroon ka ng structure. Alam mo din kung paano planuhin yung business. Hindi ka lang, isipan ko ngayon mag-business na ako, bukas papatayo na ako ng business. So, hindi ganun kadali mag-put up ng isang business. There's a flow, the process, kung paano siya mangyari. So, little by little. So, kailangan natin ng structure, kailangan din ng process, and kailangan din ng systems. So, yung process, yung flow as systems, na, yun, natutunan ko siya sa pagiging civil engineer.
Ang galing kasi po yung pagiging civil engineer niyo po, and at the same time, expressing yung interest ng business is aligned.
Yes.
Parang, syempre po, as founder, of course, nandun po talaga yung as founder na yung very passionate ka.
Yes.
Kung ano talaga yung gusto mo para sa business mo. Of course. Kasi, yung katulad po ninyo, actually, nagulat din po ako na parang ngayon ka nalaman. Meron din po pala ng mga ganong klaseng business na up na dito sa Legazpi. And at the same time, nakapag-expand pa sila sa
US and meron kami mga clients sa US and sa Africa. Yun yung the mentorship program namin. So, i-invite din namin yung other collaborations or network na founders na pwedeng makapag-mentor dito sa mga entrepreneurs locally. And that's one way of doing it na napakahalaga talaga yung pakikipag-network or yun, collaborations. So, hindi iba na kasi ngayon yung flow ng pag-market ng business. I really believe na hindi na siya more on competitions, but instead of yung doing the business, kung gusto mo magiging successful yung business, is you do collaborations with other businesses also. So, that's one way of helping each other na hindi nagpuput down or binababa yung other business, but you're helping each other to collaborate and maging successful yung businesses.
Actually, ngayon nakikita ko talaga kay Sir Jeff na parang dalang-dala niya yung idea tour ventures. Yung alam mo yung parang as a person, dala niya yung mission and vision ng sarili niyang business. Like, 'di ba? Nag-start up lang siya with ideas, tapos with ideas, nandun siya to help other people, ideas to expand more, yung pag-mentorship nila. Yung pag-mentorship niya po, dun ko din po sana ma-ask. Is it, anong klase mga category ng mga mentorship?
Actually, yung mentorship namin is really dependent or focus on what criteria or challenges na na-encounter ng isang entrepreneur or business. So, ginagawa namin is we dive deep kung ano yung specific challenge and dun kami nagpo-focus. And we don't just generalize kung ano yung pwede namin gawin dun sa business. Kasi because of that, mas malalaman namin, mas matutulungan namin specifically kung ano yung talaga yung challenges ng isang business. And we go down dun sa mga specific challenges, like kung dito sa mini-mentor namin ngayon, so nahihirapan sila mag-price ng services nila. Hindi nila alam kung paano mag-price. Nga ba? Parang binabarat nyo naman yung services nyo. So, believe in your service, believe in yung pwede nyo quality, yung kaya nyo mo-provide kasi hindi nyo naman basta yan, ginawa lang, or pinaghirapan nyo din yung services na yan. That's your talent, that's your skills. 10 years, yung skills na yan, sa crafts na yan. And gagawin nyo lang na 100, 200 pesos yung binibenta. And one way of dealing with that is really have define your value. Kailangan mong malaman talaga yung value na pinuprovide mo sa ibang tao. And that's one way of starting na kailangan ko ganito. Yung iba nga, di ba, like other businesses, maraming kape. Diba? What other
more
brands, diba?
Demand po ngayon,
Coffee shops, and maraming kape. Pero may isang kape na kahit mahal yan, bibilhin ng ano. They really define the value. Ano yung value na mapuprovide nila or service na mapuprovide nila dun sa mga tao. And hindi sila hihiya na i-provide yung service na yun kahit mahal. Like makikipag-compete ka sa iba. Like, kasi yung isang competitor to, 50 pesos lang.
Yes.
So, kailangan ko gawin 45. So, hindi ganun. So, you have to know your market also. Kung sino yung market na bibentahan mo sa mga ganun na mga bagay. And that's one way of learning that. Matututunan ninyo sa Ideator Ventures na ginagawa namin.
Pero as kayo po sa team nyo, kayo din po ba, there's a specific challenge na challenge kayo that you want to share to our Orange community na that would also inspire them na kahit challenging yung situation or the way that you guys mentor to a specific venture, paano nyo siya na i-survive that time?
Actually, yung pinaka-challenge namin is yung communication namin ngayon kasi hiwa-hiwalay kami ng mga co-founder. So, isa nasa Manila, ako nasa Bicol, nasa ibang bansa. And one way of, communication talaga. And iba-iba yung time. Iba-iba yung time nung makikipag-communicate ako, ganito yung time nung isa, like sa US, yung mentor namin. So, kailangan ko talagang mag-dial down into ano yung mga commonly time na pwede kami makapag-usap, makapag-brainstorm, and we're using, gamitin natin yung mga AI technology ngayon. So, we're using some AI technology na kahit nasa ibang bansa sila, pwede sila makapag-contribute, makapag-collaborate sa mga gusto namin na like challenges or like we have this type of mentorship program. So, doon kami nag-update na ito na yung ginagawa namin ngayon. Ganon. So, yung mga challenges na yun, it's like an opportunity for us to grow more and to be creative more para malampasan namin yun. So, that's one way of how we'll be able to deal with those kind of challenges.
Parang yung challenges na yun po na pinagdaanan din po ninyo, the communication. I think I also agree kasi isn't anyone or everyone naman has communication problems. But I think it also benefits the business. Kasi you have also expanded at US. So I think
may mga mini-mentor kami na from US, from Africa.
Yes. So yung mga mini-mentor nyo from ibang bansa, of course, it's always the adjustment of each part of the team. Kasi nakikita din doon kung paano, how effective a business. Kung grabe yung pagbigay ng effort ng kada members ng board nyo, ng inyong, siguro kahit nga, I think, baguhan. Siyempre, how you train your trainees, di ba po? Ganun. Parang, I think okay naman yung how inspiring din yung communication problems din with other. Kasi po ganun talaga everyone.
Yes. Yun talaga yung parang nakikita ko talagang challenges na na-encounter namin lately. Yeah. Because of that communication. And everyone naman siguro na businesses, there's a time na meron talagang communication problem na mangyayari. Possible. Even the top management, even your lowest subordinates, meron talagang minsan ng mga hindi pagkakaintindihan. And yun yung napakaganda is yung being a leader, being the founder, how you'll be able to lead your team na kahit those challenges na meron kayo. So, paano ka kapag may business ka kasi sabi ng iba, ikaw yung boss, but hindi siya ganon. So, pag may business ka, ikaw yung leader, so sila yung boss mo. So, yun yung mentality ko. So, sila yung boss mo kasi kung wala sila, hindi mo din maabot yung mga gusto mo or hindi mo din maabot yung mga dreams and goals mo kasi wala din sila. And yun mo, actually, they really don't believe doon sa self-made na sinasabi nila na mga
billionaire or millionaires. Kasi on my own perspective lang po. Kasi yung pagiging self-made millionaire, in one of the time or nagsisimula ka pa lang, there's an instance na mayroong taong tumulong sa'yo, na nag-mentor sa'yo in any way, through books, through videos. So, ganon. So, actually, I don't have mentors. Yun. Hanggang ngayon, wala akong mentors, but my mentors are experiences, the books that I read, the failures that I've made throughout those years. So, marami din akong failures. Actually, I've failed 5 businesses. Proud po ako doon.
Okay. Okay.